Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. This is a physical warm-up for the voice, focusing on the neck, jaw, tongue and larynx. Before we start, make sure you're feeling comfortable, either standing or seated. Make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed, drawing back and down, and that the spine is nice and lengthened. So once you're comfortable, we'll get started. With all of these exercises, just go as far as feels good for you. You just want to feel some gentle stretches to release the muscles rather than any pulling. So if it doesn't feel good, just stop and move on to the next exercise. So first up, we'll start with the neck. So we'll start with a gentle nod of the head and a shake. We'll then draw some figures of eights with the nose. And the other way. Then turn your head slowly to the right to look over the right shoulder. Slowly through centre to look over the left. Back through centre, looking over the right shoulder. And again looking to the left. Then come back to centre. Drop your chin to your chest and roll your neck round to the right hand side. You can then use your left hand to massage down the big muscle on the left hand side of the neck. Don't forget to breathe when you're doing this. Then reach the right arm overhead and place it just above the left ear. You'll feel a gentle stretch down the side of the neck. If you want to increase it, you can reach the left arm out to the side. Don't pull, just feel a gentle stretch down the side of the neck. Good, release that and then roll your chin and your neck round to the other side. So this time using the right hand to massage down the side of the neck. Reach the left arm overhead, placed above the right ear, and just feel that gentle stretch again. If you want to increase it, you can reach the right arm out. Release the stretch and come back to neutral. So drop chin to chest. Then you're going to look up. Go as far as feels good, and if you open the mouth, it'll just take all the pressure off. Then chin to chest, looking down and looking up. Now, inhale, place both hands behind the head. Then on an exhale, bring the elbows together, drop chin to chest. Inhale, opening up, looking back to neutral. Exhale, elbows together, chin down. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, elbows together, drop the chin. Inhale, looking forward and release. Just going to finish with some neck circles. So really gently and freely, just rolling the neck from side to side. If it feels good, you can go all the way round, and it might feel nicer as well if you just open the mouth a touch as you go round the back in a full circle. And then just come to neutral. Working with the jaw now. If you do have any jaw tension, some of these exercises can be quite intense. So start with a lower pressure, and then if it's feeling fine, you can increase the pressure. So firstly, find the hinge of the jaw just below your cheekbones, and we're just going to use the fingers to slowly rub down the side of the jaw. It's really nice to inhale and then exhale as you run your fingers down. And just relax the jaw as you go down as much as possible. Next up, we're going to take the heels of the hands and then slowly from the bottom of the chin all the way up to the temples, applying a small amount of pressure. Again, it's really nice to inhale and then exhale as you run your hands up the side of the jaw. Last time. Then finding the space just above the temples, you're just going to pull forward and apply some pressure down. It feels strange that this would release the jaw, but everything is connected. One more time. Now we're going to find that hinge again. So if you run your fingers just below the cheekbone and drop the jaw, you'll feel a little space where the hinge releases. So open the mouth and then with the fingers, just apply some pressure. It can feel really intense at first, but this is my favorite jaw release exercise. So just go for as long as feels good for you. And then when you're done, just see how it feels. Just move your jaw up and down and see if it feels much more released. Hopefully it will. The tongue is actually absolutely huge, and when we speak and sing, we want to be able to do so with lots of agility, so it's really great to stretch out the tongue before you start to use your voice. We'll start by massaging the root of the tongue, so with your thumb, just find the spongy part underneath your chin and just give it a few little circles. This will also help to release all the muscles around the root of the tongue as well, as it's a very complex area. Great. Then just put the tip of your tongue behind your bottom teeth and stick the middle of your tongue out. So it's kind of sticking forward to make a curved semicircular shape. Release, and then we'll go again. So it's just building up the flexibility there. And try it one more time. Now we're going to do some tongue circles, but one key thing is to make sure we're isolating the tongue. So pop your finger on the bottom of your jaw, just to make sure that it's just your tongue moving and not your jaw helping it out. So basically imagine that your tongue is drawing circles all the way around your mouth, around your teeth. Make sure you reverse the direction. And people always say it's like you're cleaning your teeth with your tongue. You might feel if you have some tension as well. And just work in both directions. You can veer away from circles as well, of course. We'll finish with lion's breath, which is an energizing tongue stretch. So you're basically going to take a massive inhale in and then stick your tongue out. It's really nice to have wide eyes and wide palms as well to get the energy. Once more, and you should feel a nice stretch in the tongue and waking up the rest of the body and the face. Lastly, we're going to move the larynx a little bit. Some people don't like touching their larynx, but as a singer, it's really great to feel what's going on. So these are really gentle, subtle movements. So start really, really small. They don't need to be big. It's just getting a bit of flexibility in there. First up, we'll find the hyoid bone, which is a horseshoe shape, and our larynx is essentially suspended from it. So it's nestled really deeply under the chin. So if you just use your thumb and first finger to really move it gently from side to side. Next up, there's a little bit of space underneath the hyoid bone above the larynx. If you just do tiny little circles in that space to start to free up all the muscles. Next up, we'll just use our first fingers to massage down the side of the larynx. This is really useful, particularly if you get a bit stuck with a high larynx position. It'll just help to relax everything down. Lastly, my favorite, the larynx wobble. So using your fingers, you can just shift your larynx from side to side, and you can see that actually it moves quite far and quite freely. You might feel some clicks, which are a bit strange, but totally normal. And again, just start really, really small and go from there. And it should feel nice and free. I always like to finish my little physical warm-ups and stretches with a great big yawn. So just have a stretch, do what feels good for your body. If you've enjoyed this, I release weekly videos focusing on connecting the body, breath, mind and voice. So hit subscribe and I'll see you soon.